A pleasant day to everyone, especially to you, Mom Christine. I am Rika Munga Sarsona, the assigned reporter of History of Infrastructure Development in the Philippines. This topic consists of four topics: bridges, highways, boulevards, avenues, expressways, and streets. Let's begin with bridges. A short introduction state by Nutshell 2018. The early history of bridge construction in the Philippines is attributed to both the Spanish missionaries and conquistadors, who, along with their task of converting, pacifying, and subjugating souls, were also responsible for building communities. Missionaries were neither trained engineers nor builders, but they possessed basic understanding of Renaissance building techniques, as well as, most likely, a pattern book brought from Mexico or Europe. The construction of a lasting bridge was commenced, though subsequently replaced by trained engineers from Spain. The Inspection General de Obras Públicas, or the General Board of Public Works, was created by a royal decree in 1866. The construction of bridges. Some still standing have proven that ancient building principles and techniques can never be replaced by modern technology. Though, during the latter part of Spanish colonization and with the arrival of the Americans in 1898, technology did come in with the construction of significant bridges in the country. The first constructed bridge in the Philippine island was Puente Grande de España between 1629 to 1630. It is the only bridge that crossed the Pasig River at that time. It connected the Plaza Arcelos to the south and Plaza del Padre Moraga, or the present-day Binondo. Next, in 1849, Puente Colgante, or formerly known as Puente de Claveria, was constructed connecting the districts of Quiapo and Ermita across the Pasig River. The term Puente Colgante literally means hanging bridge. It was the first steel suspension bridge in East Asia. The bridge was designed by a Spanish engineer named Matias Mencator and owned by Inchaste y Compañía, the largest company in the Philippines that time. It measures 110 meters or 360 feet long and 7 meters or 23 feet wide and had two lanes. It was recognized at the first tollway because authorities charged a toll fee for both carriages and pedestrians. The bridge construction was finally finished in 1850. Another bridge was constructed in 1860, Puente Grande, which connects Intramuros or Binondo, and after 10 years, Puente de Convalencia, or now called Ayala Bridge, was built by Don Jacobo Zubeldi Ayala. It was made of wood. It was only in 1908 when it was replaced by iron. The bridge joins the district of San Miguel and Ermita. In 1875, a new bridge in Intramuros was built to replace Puente Grande. After 45 years, the bridge was replaced by Jones Bridge. It was in 1939 the Quezon Bridge, or replaced the Puente Colgante, was constructed by the engineering firm Pedro Ciocci and Company. The design was inspired from the design of Harbour Bridge of Sydney, Australia. The bridge was constructed in honor of the second president of the Philippines, Manuel L. Quezon. Outside the Metro Manila, several bridges were constructed in different parts of the archipelago. Examples include Puente Dampol and Dapax Nueva Ecija in 1775, Malagon Long Bridge in Tayabas, Quezon in 1840 to 1850, and the longest bridge during Spanish occupation, Ayusan Paao Bridge in Vigan in 1842, Puente de Boni in Miagao, Iloilo in 1854, Puente de Isabel II in Imus River in 1856, Puente de Rio Casalugan and Puente de Belen in Poblacion Romblon in 1860, Governor Reynolds Bridge in Pinibatan, Albay in 1911, Panay Bridge in Panay Capiz in 1930, Inigaran Bridge in Inigaran Negros Occidental in 1935, and Mauca Railway Bridge in Regay Camarines Sur, 1937. The Americans constructed over 5,660 bridges as early as 1913. These bridges were made of sturdy steel and cement, featuring a simple design. So, this is the visual image of the bridges. Paul, Malagandong Bridge, Ayusan, Arbao Bridge, Puente de Boni, Puente de Isabel II, Puente de Rio Casalugan, Puente de Belen, Governor Reynolds Bridge, Panay Bridge, Inigaran Bridge, and Mauca Railway Bridge. Highways, boulevards, and avenues. Highways. In 1920, Hazuma Highway, or also known as Benguet Mountain Province Road, started its construction, and it is located in Atok, Benguet, and was recognized as the highest road constructed above sea level in the country with 7,400 feet as its highest point. It has a total length of 150 kilometers connecting Baguio City to the municipality of Pontoc Mountain Province. Next, the MacArthur Highway, or officially named as Manila North Road, Highway 3 or Route 3, as referred by the Americans, was constructed in 1928. The highway was renamed as MacArthur Highway in 1961 in honor of General Douglas MacArthur, the liberator of the Philippines during World War. It stretches from Andres Bonifacio Monument in Caloocan to the northern province of Ilocos Norte. It has a total length of more than 500 kilometers. In 1965, the longest highway in the Philippines, which is the Pan-Pacific Highway, or also known as the Maharlika, was constructed. It stretches from Lawag City, Ilocos Norte in Luzon, up to Zamboanga City in Mindanao. Avenues. Avenues emerged as early as 1899 with the construction of Kyle Rizal, renamed as Taft Avenue in 1950 in honor of civil governor of the Philippines and later became United States President William Howard Taft. The avenue crosses the cities of Manila, Pasay, and Parañaque. Rizal Avenue, also known as Avenida or Avenida Rizal, is named after Jose Rizal, the country's national hero. It is also once called as Caltalumbayan, or the edge of town. In 1911, the Lumbayan, along with a newly laid out road called Salcedo Paz Garrido, were joined and became Avenida Rizal. Avenida is a Spanish word meaning avenue. It extends all the way up to Caloocan at the monument honoring Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution. It was the place where people of different walks of life converged in 1920s until 1930s. In 1958, the first SM Mall was built in 431 Rizal Avenue. The popularity of the area deteriorated with the construction of LRT-1 in 1980s. In 1960s, Commonwealth Avenue, or sometimes called Killer Highway, was constructed. The highway was constructed in the 1960s. It starts from Quezon City Memorial Circle and ends at Quirino Highway in Novaliches. The EDSA, or Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, is the longest and most congested highway in the National Capital Region. Originally called North-South Circumferential Road, it was renamed Avenida 19 de Junio in honor of Rizal, the nation's national hero. The highway was initially open with trees, wild plants, and grass in the late 1940s. Another change in its name happened in 1950s as the road was called Highway 54 because of the misconception at the time that the avenue was 54 kilometers in length. In 1959, Republic Act 2140 renamed it the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue in honor of the Filipino intellectual and first governor of Nueva Ecija. The area's traffic problem was discovered by the transfer of officers in Ayala Avenue, Makati, and Rizal, as well as construction of commercial and entertainment centers. The highways were widened in the 1970s and in the 1990s. Developers invested in the area, causing further congestion. EDSA is now referred to as the Gates of Hell and one of the worst in the world. Next, Quezon Avenue, formerly known as Don Mariano Marcos Avenue. In honor of the father of President Ferdinand Marcos, it was only renamed as Quezon Avenue after the term of the former President Marcos. The avenue begins at the Welcome Rotunda, boundary between Manila and Quezon City, and ends at the Quezon Memorial Circle in Quezon City. It has a total length of 7 kilometers. Katipunan Avenue, named after the kataas-taasang Galangan Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan, or Katipunan, which runs in a north to south direction from the University of the Philippines, or DILIMAN, intersecting with Tandang Sora Avenue at its northernmost point down to Manila, Philippines Temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, intersecting with White Plains Avenue at its southernmost point.
Boulevards in the Philippines emerged during the early American occupation, with the España Boulevard being the longest in the country. It connects Quezon City and Manila and ends with the Y intersection with Lerma and Nicanor Reyes Street in Manila. The boulevard was part of the Hacienda de Sulucan before being donated to the Monasterio de Santa Clara in 1694. Rojas Boulevard, formerly known as Dewey Boulevard, was named after Admiral Gorges Dewey, a hero of the Battle of Manila. Quezon Boulevard, established in 1939, connects Quezon City and Quiapo via a tunnel to Lerma Street. Aurora Boulevard, named after Manuel Quezon's wife, connects Ramon Magsaysay Boulevard, San Juan, New Manila, Broadway Center, Gilmore, Balete Drive, and E. Rodriguez Avenue. It was named Aurora Boulevard in 1963 after combining Quezon City roads and avenues. Shaw Boulevard, formerly known Jose Rizal Avenue, connects Mandaluyong to Pasig. The longest boulevard in the country is the Cory Aquino Boulevard, named after former President Corazon Aquino, which measures 8.7 kilometers and will pass through Daet, Mercedes, and Talisay in Camarines Norte. Bayawan Boulevard is the second longest in the Philippines, measuring 3 kilometers. The longest boulevard in Mindanao is the Dipolog Boulevard, 1.6 kilometers long, opened in December 2004. The North Luzon Expressway, formerly known as the North Diversion Road or Manila North Expressway, is an 84-kilometer expressway connecting Metro Manila to the Calabarzon region. It began in Balintawak Interchange and ended at Mabalacat, Pampanga. Completion of the expressway was in 1989. The South Luzon Expressway, a combination of the Skyway and the South Luzon Tollway, connects Metro Manila to the Calabarzon region and was completed in December 1969. The Subic to Clark to Tarlac Expressway, the longest expressway in the Philippines, was constructed in 2008 and connects Central Luzon to Northern Luzon. The Tarlac to Pangasinan to La Union Expressway, also known as TPLEX, connects Central Luzon to Northern Luzon and is operational from Tarlac City to Binalonan, Pangasinan. The South Tagalog Arterial Road, also known as Star Tollway and Calabarzon Expressway, was constructed in 2010 and is 42 kilometers long. The Muntinlupa to Cavite Expressway, also known as MCX, was constructed in 2015 and is 42 kilometers long. The Hari and Daang Reina Road in Las Piñas and Bacoor is also part of the expressways. The Manila to Cavite Expressway, also known as Cavitex, was constructed in 2016 and is a major transportation route in the Philippines. The Colon Street in Cebu City, recognized as the oldest national road in the country. It was constructed in 1565 and was named after Italian navigator Christopher Columbus. The Spanish term Colon means Columbus. Calle Escolta, a street in Mexico, has a unique history, having been named after the Spanish word escoltar, meaning to escort. Originally created in 1594, it was used by horse-mounted military escorts during the British occupation in 1762. The street is also home to the first ice cream parlor, movie house, electric cable car, elevator, and electrocardiographs in the country. Felix R. Hidalgo Street, named after a 19th century Filipino painter, is considered the most beautiful street in Manila due to its grand home. It connects Quiapo Church and San Sebastian Church. However, it now houses a pirated DVD store, garbage dump, and a homeless shelter. Ongpin, formerly called Calle Sacristia, after the sacristy of Binondo Church, whose entrance is located along the street. The street was renamed in 1890 in honor of Don Roman Ongpin, a Filipino-Chinese philanthropist who also owned an art supply in Binondo and supporter of Katipunan. Juan Luna in Binondo, formerly called Calle Anluagyo, which means carpenters, whose shop used to bound the place. The street was renamed as Juan Luna in honor of the great Filipino painter. A. H. Lacson in Sampaloc, formerly called Governor Forbes, in honor of American Governor Cameron Forbes. It was renamed A. H. Lacson in honor of one of the best mayor of Manila, Arsenio H. Lacson, in 1971. Ligarda in Sampaloc, formerly called Calle Alex, named after Jose Alex, an 1862 magistrate of Manila. It was renamed as Ligarda in honor of Benito Ligarda, one of the resident commissioners of the Philippines to the United States and a member of Malolos Congress. M. de la Fuente, in Sampaloc, formerly called Calle Trabajo, it was renamed as M. de la Fuente in honor of the former mayor of Manila. E. Tuason in Sampaloc, formerly called Balik Balik, a medicinal plant. The street was named after Gregorio Tuason, a Chinese immigrant who helped the Spaniards quell rebellion of the Chinese. Dos Castillas in Sampaloc, formerly known as Yeyeng, where the other end of the street leads to Dangwa, a popular flower market in Manila. It was renamed to commemorate the unification of the two kingdoms in the Castile region of Spain, Leon and Aragon. Tomas Mapua in Santa Cruz, formerly known as Misericordia, from the Confraternidad de la Santa Misericordia, fraternity of Holy Pity that was founded for charitable purposes in 1594. It was renamed in honor of Tomas Mapua, founder of Mapua Institute of Technology and first architect in the Philippines. Doroteo Jose in Santa Cruz, formerly known as Melba Street, which was renamed in 1914 in honor of Filipino patriot who led the expulsion of Archbishop Payo. Jose P. Laurel in San Miguel. The street was formerly called Calzada de Malacañang. It was later renamed in honor of the former president of the Philippines.